The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
It's time to introduce you to Time, T-Y-M-E, the guy who is unique and multi-talented and confident. The mission, to satisfy clients and give them the best service possible. Time is a person who gives 100% and is always laser focused. It's from motivational speaking, acting, modeling clothes, fitness coach, a live radio show talking about living a healthy lifestyle for life. Time is also an author, and not to mention an ordained deacon. Time is also a businessman that sells furs, minks, and leather coats. Time is a role model for the world. His biggest talent? Giving. Giving is an art, and Time is a charity called Cheerful Giver. God loves a cheerful giver, which by now you have figured out that Time is very creative and loves working with his toolbox, aka his mind. If you need Time services, contact 773-458-5084 or email thebody1 at yahoo.com. TYME. It's time.
Can you hear me? You ready? You ready? Can you hear me?
I am ready. Good morning.
Good morning. I don't know what he did. The commercial was playing.
No, go.
Girl, get Cujo. I guess he'll be back in a second. Why do I feel nervous to interview you? I'm so excited.
I was nervous too.
So special. I don't know what he did. Oh, he says we're live. I didn't know we were live. Hello, good morning. Welcome, everybody. We're just having a little chit-chatting with one another. I didn't know we were on. Welcome to Dhat Girl. I am so excited about this show, everyone. I got to stop laughing because I really just didn't know we were on live. But anyway, there's something how the screen looks different. It's something how if something don't look the same or move the same or sound the same, we don't even realize the change. So I'm excited even about being here just to work through my little kinks and my situation with my niece. You all, I am ecstatic about having Selena Newell here with me, but I want to encourage everyone that has joined into Dhat Girl that have not tapped into Dhat Girl. What is Dhat Girl, Sholanda? Dhat Girl is that inner person on the inside of you that kind of got pushed to the side, that got pushed under all of the situations that life sent your way, all of the situations that occurred out of your reach. Everything that happened to you as a child, or you went to school for one thing, but you end up having to work in one other position. But I just want to encourage you all that Dhat Girl that God created you to be is down on the inside of you. I will not prolong this show because it's going to be a good one. I'm just going to tell you all a little bit about Selena Combs. Selena Combs embraced writing with a passion at the tender age of 10 when she won first place in a writing competition for a popular children's network after being encouraged by her teacher to write. She entered numerous competitions with support of her mother, her number one fan. Selena was runner-up in a national poetry contest, which deterred her from pursuing her love of writing. The creative energy that fuels her veins shifted her passion to hair. As soon as she became an inspiring hairstylist, where she discovered her gift of public speaking, Selena decided that she needed more out of the beauty industry. So she embarked on her own line of hair products, combs and clippers. When she moved to Atlanta, the beauty mecca, to pursue sales of her new product, Selena didn't stop there. She began writing beauty articles for a national magazine, which rekindled her desire to write for her fictional novel, I Am Her, Heir of the Streets. You all, that's hot because I read a little bit. After 20 years of entrepreneurship, Selena embarked into the world of hospitality, where she started as a front desk clerk agent. After understanding the skill set and mirroring it to her sales and marketing in the beauty industry, she was promoted to director of sales, which she has held for the last 5 years. Selena is currently pursuing a license in real estate with a focus on commercial property. Listen, you all, this is a great, great woman that we have been graced with her presence on this morning. And what better time to feature her than when we're right in the middle of Black History Month? Because this is history in the making. We have That Girl show, and I was able to bring my niece on That Girl, who's also evolved into being That Girl. You all, this thing is hereditary. Greatness runs in your blood. So if you got one great person in your family, you have a chance. So I'm excited that greatness has joined greatness. And we're going to bless you all. Get your pens and your paper, get your tea, get your coffee, and let's open our ears to hear from Selena. Before I go into my questions, Selena, can you just maybe elaborate on your outstanding bio that I read to everyone?
Good morning, everyone. And I definitely appreciate you having me here as well. Definitely an honor. I couldn't really figure out why me, but at the same
Mhm.
time, I guess this morning I woke up with a full understanding of why me. And so, just to kind of piggyback on my bio, writing is definitely and has always been a passion of mine. That book has taken me, it's been a journey. It's taken me years to write that book, and even more just because it's fictional. And so when you think about a fictional novel, you have to tap into your level of creativity and really just create these characters, create this theme, and create this passion for someone to want to keep reading a story. But with that also comes the mindset and the ability to do so. And so I just appreciate you for introducing my book. It's definitely have been a work in the makings. When you asked me to read it, I was like, what? No. So
Listen.
understanding that this is gospel radio, the book is definitely for the open-minded reader. It's a fictional story, and so just allowing me to tap into that level of creativity. So definitely hope you all check it out. It is available on Amazon for pre-sale, and I will be announcing my book launch soon, where I'm going to have it in person and do a book release party. So stay tuned for that.
Listen, you all, one thing, if you do not know about me already, you'll learn about me. I am rooted and grounded in God, but I am so balanced. If you're going to master being that girl requires balance. That girl have to be able to know all parts of her. And baby, the air of the streets, that's another level that sometimes we try to hide, and we don't want people to know that she exists. But let me tell you, the art of seduction can take you a long way in the bedroom as well as in the boardroom. It's a gift. I'm not saying you're going to sleep your way to the top, but I'm saying the ability, the ability to talk, the ability to express yourself. And I believe that it comes with having confidence in that girl, in knowing for sure who you are. So when I took a sneak peek at the book, oh, I'm definitely going to go back and finish. Made me realize just this point, those that we have put to sleep, but we can still use that. So don't be ashamed if you have some flirtatious character traits about you, or If you have the gift of gab, use it. That may help you get your loan. Now, I'm not saying be a floozy. I'm just saying use your gifts, all of your gifts that God gave you. Selena, listen, I want to know, having tapped into your gifts at an early age, what are some of the things that you can tell us about being born with greatness?
I think that honestly, I think that we're all born with greatness. I feel like God has definitely has a purpose on each and every one of our lives, and it's really just a matter of taking the time to understand who you are and finding yourself. We use that term so loosely, but finding yourself is not really how it works. You're not a $10 bill that's lost in your coat pocket from last winter. You're not lost. Your true self is literally right there, buried under cultural conditionings, under people's opinions, under inaccurate conclusions that you drew as a kid that became your beliefs as who you are. And so finding yourself is actually just returning to your true self and unlearning and excavation and remembering who you were before the world got its hands on you. And so I feel like we all have our own gifts and talents, and we it's so funny because when you're a kid, we have these aspirations where I want to be the president, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. And then we literally get out into the world and we literally allow the world to shape us. And so I really just feel like that's something that it's a talent that we all have. We just have to tap into it. And we all were born with greatness.
Okay, do you believe that drive and aspiration can be both good and bad?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And to be completely transparent is something that I struggle with every day in my daily life as we currently speak. Being a single mom, being driven, having these aspirations, to be great. And so I think that it's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. If anyone who knows me, you know that even in my career over these last 5 years, my job has taken me to Florida. My job has taken me to Minnesota. My job has me back in Atlanta. And so there's this thrive for greatness, but at the same time, I am a single parent, and so the effect that it does have on my family, and me also trying to convince them that like this is going to be beneficial for us in the long run. So it's a gift and a curse. It's a daily struggle for sure.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. When you have kids and you're living out your fullest, your predestined destiny, it's hard to get your kids to understand where you're going. I can definitely relate to that when I was doing certain things and I had to take my girls with me. They didn't want to be there, but I knew that I had to be there. So it can become, almost like a hardship, but it is the drive, it is the thing that we were born with that keeps us going and able to transition from one place to the next. How would you define success to that person who's afraid of failure?
I would say success is literally being able to say you did it, literally. So I think that just making it your daily motion or motive that failure is not an option. And honestly, for me, sometimes it's just I take pride in just being able to say I did that. Even it may not
Mhm.
even be something long term. It may not even be, something midterm. But if I can just say I did that, then I take pride in that. And so I think that true success just really is defined by you being able to wake up in the mirror and being okay with yourself, being able to take those risks, take those chances, explore life. Because if you don't, you'll just always be stuck with the what if, or I should have done this, or I should have tried that. So I think that, as it relates to my personality, I'm that person where I definitely just had that thirst to experience new things. And so I'm okay with just saying I tried. And so I just think this really making it a life lesson and a life journey to just not be scared to try new things.
That is really it's key, you guys. Because I was talking with a friend of mine, and I was given like encouragement for her to move. She's so talented, but she's gathering all of these things that I have to have this before I move. I have to do it this way before I move. Now, there is an order to pursuing your greatness, but sometimes you have to get out there and just explore it. Sometimes you have to get out there and just do it. Like Selena just said, if it doesn't go the way it was planned to go, the way you thought it was planned to go, at least you know you tried it. At least you know that you did it. So at least I did it type of person as well. Did failure play a part in helping you get to where you are today? And how did you deal with that failure, if so?
When I read that question in the pre-screening, that was something that I really had to ponder on. And I said, there is absolutely nothing that I have failed at. Did it? And when I say that with pride, because at the end of the day, every single situation, every single obstacle, every hurdle, it has all made me who I am today. And so when you ask me to failure play a part, I haven't failed. I haven't failed at anything. I've explored different entities. I've explored different hardships. I've been through the storm and back. But in terms of failure, I haven't failed at anything because it's a growing process. You live and you learn. Now, if I would I failed if I was still doing the things that I did when I was in my 20s, that would be an epic failure. But when you can look back over your life and you have measured growth, I haven't failed at anything.
Oh, wow. That gave me chills. Having a full understanding of what you just said, that just was a light bulb moment for me. I have not failed because I tried.
Hmm.
I have not failed because I didn't just sit and waddle in the things that happened to me in my life. I got up and we moved forward and we evolved. Ladies, this is how you are going to reach it. That's how you're going to complete. That's how you're going to master everything that you know for sure that you're predestined to do. All you have to do is just do it. Just do it. That's the most powerful slogan I believe that we have that's going around is just do it. Just get up and move, and you will realize that it was all a part of the process. What you had to endure in 20s, you like you said, it made you who you are today. So I want to talk to those 20-year-olds, 19-year-olds, those women that are growing older. Correct yourself. Don't stay where you are. Grow from it, learn from it, and just move forward. That just woke me up. And I know I have you on here as a guest, so I have to be quiet and let you talk because I can go on and on about that. Tell me, what are some of the things you do daily to keep yourself focused?
I think every single day is we just literally had to give ourselves a constant reminder that it's gonna be okay. And that's just with any situation. And I think for me, and I stress it to my kids a lot, is whatever you're going through, it's there. So the problem is there. And you can sit and you can dwell on the problem. But if you so focus on the problem, you're never going to get the solution. You're going to just keep looking at this 10 plus 13 equals 10 plus 13 equals. Stop. If like when you think about like back in elementary school and we had to stop and we had to take the 10 circles and the 13 circles, and then you sat there and you counted them and then you added them together and now you got the solution. So I just think that life is just every day I really tell myself to focus on the solution, whether it relates to my job, whether it relates to my family, whether it relates to anything that I'm going through. It's just always like, okay, this is what's going on. How am I going to fix this? What am I going to do next? How am I going to solve this? And I think that if we really just kind of focus and change our mindset, that we won't find ourselves so down and on ourselves all the time, because it's like, okay, this has happened. What am I going to do next? Or how am I going to fix this?
I love it. I love it. The problem is always going to be there. But the only way you're going to master that problem is if you focus on the solution. I hope you all have your pen and your paper because I'm taking notes because I understand why you're here, Selena. I understand why we had to have this conversation on live stream this morning because we need to encourage families to gather around and to bring your children in and to bring those of you that in your family that's aspiring to do different things. This is the season in our life where greatness is manifesting. And those of us that are influencers, those of us that have achieved and conquered some things, it is a time for us to go back and to pull people up to where we are. Not to sound arrogant, not to boast, but yeah, like you said, we have not failed. So it is our duty, I believe, it's our assignment to get people to understand they have not failed, but it's just all a part of the process. I'm looking in my notes, as you said, success means you did it. And we have to just explore life. Exploring life means if you hear it, if you see it, if you believe it, then why not? Go ahead on and try it. And then you don't want to stay stagnated, according to what you said. You want to be able to move forward and grow from what you've learned. You want to grow from those things that you have endured. You want to grow from those situations that should have held you down, that should have caused you to fall completely off the map. But you learned from it and you evolved into this place where you are right now. You have not failed, it's just the process. Oh my goodness. Take that with you all today. Tell yourself every morning, I have not failed. It's just part of the process. When little baby Ray Ray is driving you nuts, you have not failed as a mother. It's just a part of the process. When you go to work and the job is acting crazy, you're not failing on that job. It's a part of the process. That's when your ears need to be open the widest because you need to hear your solution. Like Selena said, the problem is there, but baby, you better get your eyes set on the solution because that's when you're going to move. In that solution, that's when you go to your next level. That's when you level up, when you get that ability not to wallow in it, but to look past it and see yourself out of it. See yourself running that $1 million business. See yourself with your name plastered in life if that's what it is you feel that you're called to do. See yourself doing what it is you know that you were created to do and not what it is that you felt like you have failed at. Oh my goodness. You all, this have blessed me. This has motivated me. This have encouraged me, Selena, to know that I have not failed. I would change my language today, starting today, and it will be a declaration that I have not failed. I want you to give us something a little bit more meat to eat so that we can take and digest it once we get off of the show, that we'll be able to be nurtured enough to go forward. Give us a little bit of something. What would you say to me today if I'm trying to figure out who I am, if I'm trying to figure out which direction I'm supposed to go at this point in my life?
So I guess I want to first start by piggybacking off of something that you just said is it's time for us to take someone up with us and pull them up with us, but sometimes it's not. You know, it's one of those things where if like there's a saying like if you're in a room with 9 fools, you're bound to be the 10th one. And so I actually want to encourage every listener on here today to challenge yourself to try something totally different. Try if you want to be a motivational speaker, I encourage you today to book you a ticket and go and witness a motivational speaker. I just encourage y'all because sometimes if you find yourself in this circle, and we all know people that we've been knowing for a long time, right? So if you find yourself with this group of friends that you've been having for the last 10 years and they know you as this person, but you're steady striving and you want to get to this place, everything that all these goals and all of these business ideas and all of this stuff that you're talking about, it's like you're talking in Chinese to them. It's like, girl, what? Like, so they can't even relate to what you're saying. So if you know where you're trying to
That's good.
go, I highly encourage you to put yourself in that room with those people that are doing what you want to be doing. take yourself out of your comfort zone. Stop being the smartest person in your circle. Venture out. Be the dumbest person in your circle. Be the person that can be in your circle and can gain something from the people that you are around, that you are having daily conversations with, that you are having daily interactions with. And then when you find yourself, and like we said, when we speaking on success and finding yourself, when you find yourself at a place of accomplishment and you feeling like I'm where I need to be, that might not be a couple of months. It might not be a couple of years. Somebody gonna say you acting funny. Somebody gonna say she's weird. They gonna talk about you and all of these things. But when you get to that place, that's the place when you're able to go back. That's the place when you're able to go back and grab somebody and pull them up. Because right now, if I grab a hold on to you in the midst of me trying to get to my place, I'm not pulling you up. I'm dragging you through. So when you say that, it's
Oh,
like
that's
it's okay to let go. Let some of them friends go. Let some of them family members go. Focus on your dream. Focus on your path. Change your surroundings. Change your environment. And then when you're at that place, because then when they see where you are and they see that you've made these accomplishments, now they want to listen to what you got to say. Now they want to hear you. But when you in your dreaming process, when you in your ingredients whipping up and you trying to figure it out, nothing that you say has makes sense to them. Nothing. It's like, girl, okay. But when you get to that place, I guarantee you, anybody that wants to go to that place with you, you're going to be able to grab them and you're going to latch on to them. And it ain't going to be no struggle. You ain't going to find yourself saying the same thing over and over. You're not going to be saying, let's do business. Let's do this. They're going to come to you. And so that's really what I really want to just leave all of you all to focus with today. Really just focus on finding your true self, being okay with exploring new things, being okay with taking yourself out of your comfort zone. Because those are the people, like I said, they know you. They know you. And their belief in you might not be as strong as your belief in you. Imagine that. So if you focus on yourself and you just like, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, when they see it, the respect level changes. And so then it's not a grudge. You're not mad. You're just really trying to elevate. So focus on elevate. Let that be the word for the week. Elevation.
Oh, wow. You all, this has been rich. Time go by so fast when you're getting fed good. But look, I want you all to soak in everything that Selena has said to us. We're going to definitely bring you back because this is good. This is things that we need. Be true to yourself. And I appreciate that. You can't bring everybody along with you while you're trying to pursue and going where you're going. There's a timing. There's a timing to reach back. So that's excellent. Know your timing because you don't want to guide people through what you're going through. You want them to be able to see. People are visual. And I like that. If I can see you on the move, then I'm drawing to you. If I can see that you've accomplished and you've done what you said you were going to do, then that's exciting for me. Listen, you all, our time is winding down so fast. Tell us again, Selena, how we can find your book and how, if someone had more questions for you after this show, how can they reach you?
So once again, guys, my book is available on Amazon.com. It's I Am Her, Air of the Streets. My Instagram is Selena I Am Her. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. Also on Twitter as Beauty She Knows. I'm an open book. I've been through some things. I've seen some things, but I'm just glad I don't look like none of those things. And so stay encouraged, be encouraged. If you have any questions, if you want to know more, if I went a little bit too fast or you can't find the book, definitely feel free to hit me up on social media. It's definitely been a pleasure tuning into Dhat Girl. I appreciate you having me here, and I look forward to just kind of growing with the podcast and just really seeing where you go. Reach one, teach one. So to everybody that listened today, I hope that there was a message gained and you all are able to just really focus on yourself, because sometimes that's what you have to do for your own self. So thank you.
I'm so proud and I am so honored that you took the time out of your busy schedule to grace us with your presence. Just thank you. Thank you for everything that you shared. And me knowing you over the years, I am just so full. I'm so excited and nervous, as you all saw us discussing before we realized we were actually live. I was nervous to interview you because you have evolved into, you're not that little girl anymore, that young lady that I knew. You are this woman that I really was eager to know more about and to glean from you so that I can even grow. So, ladies, gentlemen, I hope you all have grown and learned. Take advantage of that. And your swag is so humble. I'm running out of time. But you are so humble. You all, what you see is what you get. So you can feel free to reach out to her and you'll see that she's the same person that she's displayed here. As I do every week, I always advertise my book because I believe Selena can witness that as a child, prayer works. Without God being in your children's life, without them understanding how to pray and to talk to God, I'm not quite sure what their future is going to be. ABCs of Prayer is a hardback colored book, and it features the ABCs, and it also have the light. It also has the letter, the illustration, and also the scripture. You all know we have to know the word in order to pray the word to have the prayers answered. So I created the activity book, which is a coloring book, fill in the blanks of the scriptures that's attached to the hardback book. You can get both books for $25. Hit me up on Messenger or Facebook and let me know that you want to order a book, and I'll ship the books out to you. If you want to look more detailed at the book, you can go on Amazon. But I'm asking everyone now to purchase the books directly from me. So listen, you all, sun is shining. I'm not sure if it's cold outside, but get out, do something special for yourself. Remember, you have not failed. What was the other thing we had to remember today, Selena? I forgot. What was our
That
word?
you have to fail and just focus on evolving. Evolving, even if it's just one new thing a week. Just try one new thing a week. Just try something different. You know, if it's going to put you on that path to where you're trying to be, just evolve and be able to check that off your box. And like I said, success is all in what it's in you. Success is not, it's not anything that society believes or what you say you should be. It's other than you and how you feel about yourself and you being okay when you look in that mirror. So evolve, try something new. Failure is not even, failure is not an option. You just went through, you tried. That's it.
I love it. I'm going to get in trouble because we're over time now. But listen, you all have a great day. And again, I love you all. I have been your host, and we, Sholanda, and we have been graced with the presence of Selena Combs. You all listen, have a great day. Because as you see, I could go on and on. But I love you. And I will see you all next week, same day, the same time. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Imagine yourself 20 pounds lighter in 8 weeks. Time Fitness program is designed to lose weight and tone your body at the same time. After each workout, you'll enjoy a 15-minute sauna to burn more calories, reverse the aging process, boost your metabolism, and enhance detoxification. Get a free protein smoothie after each session and a free Time Fitness shirt. Stop procrastinating. TimeFitness.com 773-458-5084.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ.